Hello, this is Lady B, the Queen of Wellness. I come before you with a new session, and the title of it is Knowing Who You Are and Not Being Distracted. Knowing who you are and not being distracted. Not letting, because uncertainties enter into your life, enter into your day, enter into your everyday journey of life. It is going to be always something that will come into our life, into our surroundings, and into our everyday being. We never know what surprise will come before us, but it is a part of life, whether we want to accept it or not, whether we choose to deal with it or not, or whether we decide because we are going through the phase at that time. Just know you are going to have to adjust yourself, and it is just like adjusting yourself into a new surrounding, into a new city, into a new lifestyle of whatever choice that you choose to fit into your comfortableness. Is a part of life that when these diversities, uncertainties, these surprises come before us, they are not always coming to us to hurt us nor to harm us. They are sent to us to teach us something that we must learn, maybe something that we never ever experienced. Maybe it is something that had to come before you that wants to get your attention, and also it could be a situation why this surprise of diversity has came before you feels like a distraction, and it's not always a distraction that is coming to us. Once we accept the situation as we're going through it, we look at it, we think about it, we analyze it, and we say, now how am I going to deal with this matter? Do not take it and throw it away as if you're running away from it. You will know eventually, as you're going through it, you will begin to put it together. The pieces will come to you each time you're thinking about it, each time that you enter that situation, each time that you're hearing the voices, the surroundings, and even the whispering that is before you, and even the silence that will stand next to you. You will begin to understand why this distraction has came before you. People come in our lives, situations come into our life, experiences come into our lives, and letdowns and hurt and joy and even love. It all comes into our life to see how are we going to deal with the diversity of a triangle where at 1 minute it is so fine, the next minute it feels so wonderful, and the other minute you just don't know what's going on, and you just want to kick rock and say, I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I want to deal with this anymore. And I don't want to go through this. I'm going to bail out. I'm going to walk away from this. And I'm going to just say, this is it. I don't want to do it no more. But in order for you to understand this diversity that is put before you, this distraction that was sent to you, we don't know when something is sent to us. We don't know at that time. It looks so wonderful and it feels so good. And we just know, hey, this is so fine for me. But in reality, we are going through this delusion within ourselves because no one knows in anything that is coming from day to months to years. We don't know at the end of how it's going to turn out to be. But if you stay centered and if you stay focused, if you stay into your intuitive, if you stay into the manifestation, if you stay into the thoughts of thinking of the trials and error, it is a part of life. You have to remember that. Never set yourself up in life for anything that it is so for sure that it's going to be always the way you want to. Because when you're thinking that way, you're not thinking in reality, you're thinking out of reality, you're thinking into your own personal illusional thoughts, thinking that always everything is going to be Humpty Dumpty, it's going to be smooth like butter on bread, and it's going to taste just like the best homemade meal. But not always it happens like that when triangles of distractions enter into our life. Distraction is not always a bad thing. Distraction is a part of growing. It is a part of learning. It is a part of seeing what part do you need to play in order to correct the situation. It's just like playing chess. It's just like playing cards, shooting pool, and any sport. Your diversities of life, distractions, it is all a part of a game. It's a part of life. Life sometimes seems like, is it going to ever stop? Is it going to continuously keep going into this circle, feeling like life is just a big old bubble of games? No, life is not always a big bubble of games, but life is a part of the game, which is it will send you as a challenge. Are you going to throw the ball over the net or in the net? Are you going to throw the ball under the fence and walk away and let the ball just sit there? No, you're going to find a way because you're going to keep thinking in your thoughts. You're going to keep thinking into your emotions of how am I going to strategize how to get that ball, how to throw that ball, and how to aim that bat to hit another home run. So in order for us to understand knowing who you are and not being distracted, remember, knowing who you are and not allowing life to distract you. And that's in everything that comes before you. It is going to take you into a circle of wonder. Why and how and where and who and yes and no and even maybe so. How am I going to deal with this uncertainty of surprise of this diversity that has came before me? I'm not going to bail out from it. I'm not going to walk away from it, but I am. Remember this. I am going to analyze it, and I am going to see into my own intuitive thinking, into the radar as it comes before us, and it speaks, and it keeps speaking. Always remember, it always speaks to you. When you are going through life in a roadway into a river of tears, a river of laughter, a river of sober living, a river of not using those things that you used to use, whatever it may be, that you were satisfied with at one time and it became where it was very unsatisfying to you later on. So just know and take the information as to what is being spoke to you right now that I am giving to you, letting these diversities be a challenge to you. Let it be a, I'm going to look it in its eye. I am going to be ready. I am going to represent myself with this diversity that is placed before me, as it seems so unfor and questioning why and why and why and some more. Why do I have to go through this? Remember, we're all human and we're all going to go through something. It doesn't matter of your age, it doesn't matter of your status that you have in life, whether you rich, middle class, poor, or just out on the road, you will be sent through these diversities, these surprises, these not sure from day to day. It was good yesterday. It felt good a week ago. Oh, it felt so lovely a month ago. And it felt good just 2 seconds ago. And all of a sudden, I gotta go through this, as you say to yourself, looking at yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, being on a pitter potter. Why me? Why did this have to happen today? Everything seemed so great. My car was running good. My bills was paid, and I was ready to get my hair done, and I was ready to buy these new shoes, and I was ready to spend a little bit more than I didn't think I had yesterday on buying more groceries. But all of a sudden, everything changed. You woke up today. You felt so good at the beginning of your day. And all of a sudden, you got a phone call. All of a sudden, you got a text message. All of a sudden, somebody knocking on your door. All of a sudden, you driving down the street or even walking on the walkway, and all of a sudden somebody bump into you, somebody disrespect you in the market,